Instagram. Hey, what up, community? James Rice. Want to go live this morning. Not going to take a lot of your time, but I've already had an amazing Saturday because I've learned a couple lessons. And I want to share those lessons with you and hope that your day's better. Twyla's super glad that you jumped on because I'm super, super sure that you're going to find this valuable. Okay? Those of you who jump on here, if you don't know me, you haven't seen me, James Rice, not a guru, not a coach, not a, I don't know what. I'm just a guy who has experiences that I feel like if I can share them with you, because they've helped me get better in areas of my life, my faith, my foundation, my fundamentals, faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finances. That's what I want to encourage you to focus on. And in this month of March, which is a noun, we're making it a verb. And this month we're going to march and we're going to march forward. That's an interesting piece. I don't even know if I need to clarify. I hope I don't need to clarify that we're marching forward. But people, it is so important that you focus on what you want, not what your friends want, and that you grab and purposely, intentionally build a community that is like-minded, that is taking action in ways that when you spend time with them and when you follow them and are led, you are getting better. So Saturday morning, not even 10 a.m., had a couple of those pieces that I want to share with you in hopes that it makes you better. Okay? And one of the first things that I would encourage you to start your day with is you drink a cup of coffee and scroll through some wasted time social media. If you do that at all, get entertained. Ponder a little bit your foundation and your fundamentals. Where do you derive your self-esteem? Okay? Is it in someone saying, oh my gosh, you look good, and oh my gosh, your truck is amazing, oh my gosh, your stuff? Or is it a foundation that's, again, built on your faith, your family, your friendships, your finances, and your fitness? Here's a couple thoughts. So, went to the gym today. So if you follow me at all, you know I've had a problem with my foot, my knee, and such that my foot is numb, my toes are numb, it feels swollen, it tingles. So there's definitely a nerve problem, okay? Whether it's a muscle fascia that's compressing it, or whether it's my peroneal nerve, I think it's called. It's the one behind your knee, not the one in your butthole. And it's creating numbness. And so that has thrown me off my game. But against my personal game, I literally went from running 4 days a week, hitting the heavy bag, doing some additional cardio at the gym, probably about 4, 7, 10 sessions a week, somewhere between a half an hour and an hour, to 0 for the last 2 years. Okay. Now the cool thing is that's, you know, a limit of something I want to do, and I've been able to do some adapting and some things. But anyway, that being said, my foot is improving through a couple of the different therapies that I'm doing. And so I laid out, here's the first step in my fitness, okay? And I want to pass it on to you. I laid out the schedule that I wanted to follow, okay? So I've got on my schedule now, Saturday, morning cardio, afternoon cardio. Sundays off, Monday's 1 day, Tuesday's a day of cardio, Wednesday's 2 days, Thursday's off, Friday's a day of cardio. So however many that is, about 5, 7, 8, whatever, 10, 9. So I scheduled it. I went to the gym. And I didn't do cardio like I used to. My foot was a little aggravating. I'm not going to kid you, but a couple things happened. I did it, number one. Okay? So the cool thing is that just I did it and the accomplishment. On the other hand, another piece is I got to see some faces I hadn't seen. I don't generally go to the gym at that 8:30-ish on a Saturday morning. Holy cow, it was packed. And I probably said hi to half a dozen friends I know. And I saw half a dozen friends that I haven't seen, but I've known for 20, 30 years. So what's that doing with my personal agenda, my business agenda? More faces. In fact, I met a friend's cousin. Okay? So I did it, got some cardio in, woke up, burned some calories, got the blood moving, and from a business standpoint, saw some friends that I see on a regular basis, and saw some friends I haven't seen, and even met a couple of new people. That's progress. Okay, that's number one. So imagine if you did that a little bit in your faith, a little bit in your finances, a little bit in your relationships, a little bit in your hobby, and of course your fitness today. How different would your day look, your outcome look, your self-esteem be, your confidence be based on that one little extra half an hour of cardio? I only did, well, not only, but I always like to do 25 minutes minimum, up to 45 or more. So I did it. And I got to watch a little sports on also, which I enjoyed. So that's number one takeaway. It's kind of cool that that takeaway or that share has about 5 different pieces to it. Okay. Now, before that, of course, I got up Saturday morning about 6:30. So I got that started. Really would prefer 6. We'll work on that for tomorrow. And I got some messages out to some people that are moving and shaking that I want to collaborate with. We'll see who answers. So that'll be your second lesson for today. Is again, I'm sending out messages, and I'm sending out this live, and I put the in the Rice Builders group. 3 pieces already. Why? To see who responds. And whoever responds, that's who I work with. It's not who I wanted to be at the gym. It's who's there and would I engage them. It's not who I want to be on this live. It's who's on this live and will I engage them. It's not who I sent messages to this morning with the Rise and Shine. It's who responds and I can engage them. Okay? Super huge. And the third piece, which is going to be the most important piece, is or is just as important. It's not what did I add to my day? You know, the exercise, the seeing people, the additions to my business, the messaging I did. Those are the things I did. Here's the question, and this will be actually the final piece for today. I'll read out of the book a little bit. The final piece of the day. What will you eliminate from your day? What food will you not eat? What will you not watch? Who will you not talk to? Who will you not collaborate with? Who will you not follow up on? What will you not do? That is phenomenally important, because as you march just a little one step forward today, okay, what you do, go to the gym, what you do, talk to some people, what you do, work on your plan, work on your finances, what you do, just as important is what do you not do? Who, not only will you add and meet, who will you eliminate that is not on the same path as you are? Who will you not follow up with that hasn't responded? And simply say to them, hey, gonna leave the ball in your court. Don't want to bug you. Don't want to leave you out. Get a hold of you when you're ready. And get rid of them. Get rid of them. People, as much as you do today, that remember there's a piece that said, patience is actually an action step. Removing people, letting people go, letting shows go, letting what you're listening to go, letting who you're talking to go, letting who you're in past your boundaries, letting them go is just as important. Let me see if I have a couple notes here. A couple notes here from my books that I want to share just like for 2 seconds. You just take them with you. On the 11th, a couple of highlights here. This is an interesting piece to talk about in Judges. It's one of my favorite quotes, scriptures. In those days, every man did what was right in his own eyes. People, it's amazing how many people I'll see in fitness and in finances and in the prove it business and the home based business are doing it their way. They're not even asking people who have been there, done that, build it bigger, how to do it. They're doing it their own way. They're doing what's right in their own eyes. And you know what I do to them? I just simply say to them, cool, that's amazing. I've never done it that way. Who told you to do it? Oh, I just figured it out and thought I'd do it myself. Cool. Can I ask you a question? Sure. What kind of experience and success and money have you made in that industry? What kind of success have you had? Oh, okay. Well, if you'd like, I can put you in touch with some people who have made money, who helped start the company, who have had success. We can follow them. Steadfast and unmovable. God wants us to be victors, not victims, to soar, not to sink, to overcome, not to be overwhelmed. God wants us to be victors, not victims, to soar, not to sink, to overcome, not to be overwhelmed. Ponder. Probably just leave you at that. I know I had pieces in here This is a kind of funny piece. It's interesting how my Timothy Keller in my what's up, Hannah? In my Proverbs, my reading for the day. It's interesting. It says because they're talking about life and in our things, right? Our things that are going to fade. Okay. Don't mourn over your youth and vigor when they fade. To idolize the state of youth and dread of loss is a disaster. Spoils the gift. Enjoy the gift you have now, is what it's saying. Okay. You know, it's also talking about this part through Proverbs that we're going to have dark days. That's just a piece, you know. That's just a piece. If you keep marching in the month of March forward, you'll get through it. But when we don't march forward, when we retreat, when we don't move, when we're victims, okay, then you're never going to get through, people, you know, the dark days. It's talking in here about enjoy yourself and have a clear conscience. The bottom line is it's just talking about we're going to have dark times. And really the scoop is, you know, do we believe and do we have a hope that those are times they're not us? Like a friend of mine once said, that's where you were, not who you are. So people, let me leave you with this. Remind yourself of who you are at your core, at your foundation, at your fundamentals. And when you get knocked back or have pieces, those are instances, those are periods that you're in. They're not who you are. Who you are then will be really revealed by how you handle those pieces. So anything I can do to help, let me know. If you like what we're doing at all, like what I'm doing at all, share it with a friend, share it with your community, because again, people, is your, not only yourself, but as your community does just a little extra cardio, which they tie in with their business like I did this morning, just a little extra effort. One less knucklehead they listen to, one less waste of time scanning through unnecessary social media that they do. Now your whole community grows. That can take you from $200 to $400. That can pay an electric bill. That could pay your utility bill. That could pay a insurance bill. Okay, just one little piece can make a huge difference. So share that piece. I could have skipped this live easily. Could have skipped the gym. Could have skipped. But now I put 3 or 4 pieces in place, and I see these names, and I see who shows up, and those are the people I'm going to work with. Those are the people I'm going to run with. So I'm going to let you do your thing. Hope you found some value. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have an amazing Saturday.